and let die. This is a V-talk about bacteria, heroes, and what to do. Let me start to tell you that you are not alone. There are about 15,000 different types of microbes living in and on your body. And some of them, or most of them luckily, are very harmless, and you need them. If they were not there, it would be a big help. It would be bad for you. But some of them can harm you or even kill you in time. And the thing is, you cannot see them, and things that cannot be seen with the eye, but are dangerous. We are afraid of that. So we are afraid of these little bastards. Now, we fight them. We are afraid, so we fight them. But sometimes we do that unfocused and insufficient. And that is not so good, because that is what the problem starts. Says, for instance, the Dutch Health Council in a research in 2016 called Careful Use of Disinfectants. I will tell a little bit later about that. But first, let's see a little video about all these little animals living in and on your body.
Take a close look at your hands. A real close look. See all those microscopic critters? Your skin is home to around 1,000 species of bacteria that make up your skin flora. Are they all bad? Do they do anything more than just make you sick? Or do we need bacteria as much as they need us? Bacteria start colonizing your body the moment you're born. You can't get rid of them, no matter how many times a day you take a shower. On average, 5 million bacteria cover every square centimeter of your skin. But don't stress out, all those billions of skin bacteria combined would fit into a ball the size of a pea. You can't even see them with your naked eye. While some of your skin inhabitants pose serious health problems, most bacteria are not only harmless, but beneficial. So what's good about being a walking zoo? And what kind of animals live there? All those bacteria aren't just taking up residence for nothing. Some of them are helping other important bacteria survive on your body. Others just leave no place for harmful bacteria to settle. There are bacteria that alert your immune system to incoming pathogens. Even though you can count 1,000 different species of bacteria residing on your skin, there are 3 of them that dominate: Propionibacterium, Corynebacterium, and Staphylococcus. Bacteria don't cover your body evenly. Just like we don't build our homes in the coldest parts of the planet, bacteria have their own preferences when it comes to your skin. Oily surfaces, like your face, can be much more densely populated, with up to 80 million bacteria per square centimeter. Those oily areas are called sebaceous zones, and they're a particular favorite of Propionibacterium acnes. Yeah, the ones that cause that annoying skin condition. These bacteria live in your hair follicles and the pores of your skin, but they don't normally cause any problems. Even if your skin looks perfect, it's still crawling with Propionibacterium acnes. They live deep in your pores and feed on sebum, the oily secretion that moisturizes and protects your skin and hair. But once your body begins producing too much sebum, these bacteria proliferate, clogging your pores and causing inflammation. The genus Staphylococcus counts over 40 species of bacteria. The most common one is Staphylococcus epidermis. These bacteria are typically harmless inhabitants of your skin, but can cause infections associated with medical devices like catheters or implanted prostheses. Then, there are the moist zones of your skin, the creases of your elbows, your armpits, and the areas between your toes. They're home to Corynebacteria. Some species of this bacteria can produce toxins and cause diphtheria. However, their non-pathogenic relatives are widely used in the mass production of amino acids. Some species even produce substances similar to antibiotics. It's kind of gross to think about how many bacteria are crawling on your hands, neck, and face while you're living your life, but they're a part of you. There's a whole bacterial civilization using your skin as land. You should feel good about it. For them, you are their whole world. And it's not just your skin that bacteria call home. In fact, half of the cells that make up your body aren't human cells. They're bacterial ones. Want to know more about this human safari? Stay tuned and discover your amazing body with us. Since you're still here, while there are 1,000 types of bacteria covering you from head to toe, there are even more types to be found inside your mouth. Over 1,200 of them. Ugh.
Danger that you cannot see or cannot feel or cannot smell is frightening. So let's meet the bacteria and their brothers in arms. Well, most of you know viruses and bacteria, but there are more. And as said before, some of them can make you sick. We call that pathogenic microorganisms. And the extent to which they can make you sick differs. Not every bacteria, not every virus makes you as sick as and then we call that virulence. So the more virulent a bacteria is, the more sick you can get of it. Don't underestimate the fungi, because apart from the bacteria and the virus, there are other microorganisms, and fungi is one of the forms of microorganisms that are rapidly coming up. For instance, Candida auris is such a fungi. For the first time it was seen by a Japanese woman a couple of years ago, and now it's rapidly spreading all over the world. And this fungi is resistant to medicine. So if you get sick of it, there is a chance that medicine cannot cure it. And also proof that fungi are becoming more and more important, specifically the resistant ones, is that for the first time the World Health Organization created a list of fungi, 10 types of fungi that are threatening to the world now. Bacteria are top defenders, not because they are so smart, because these little creatures are not that smart, but because they can multiply very quickly. In good conditions, they can multiply every 20 minutes. So in 6 hours, you have 1 million bacteria out of one. And that means that like any other creature in the world, is adapting to this to change circumstances. Bacteria will do that as well. So if, for instance, climate get different or other things are changing, we will adapt. We also, as humans, but for us, it takes much longer to adapt to change circumstances. But a bacterium who is multiplying every 20 minutes can adapt much quicker. So if we attack them with antibiotics, if we attack them very heavily with disinfectants, they will react, and that will go much quicker. For instance, antibiotics that were introduced after World War II on an industrial level, we as humans thought, okay, we solved the problem, we have antibiotics, it saves a lot of lives, and that was true, but we stopped the development of other antibiotics. We didn't realize that these bacteria could adapt so fast, so now we have the problem of a lot of bacteria who are resistant to antibiotics, and we don't have others. So that is a big problem worldwide. So in that sense, these little creatures are much smarter than we are. And we help them. We help the microbes. How? First of all, we travel all over the world and we bring stuff with us that is not here, for instance, in the Netherlands. If I go to a jungle in Colombia, there will be microorganisms living there that I bring with me to the Netherlands. That's one. The second one is we as humans destroy natural habitats of wild animals. And if a bat cannot sleep in the jungle anymore, it will sleep in your backyard with all the microbes on it as well, which are not our microbes, so that can cause serious problems. Then the use of antibiotics. I was really already talking a little bit about it. If you overuse or misuse antibiotics, you're constantly attacking the microbes, and they will create very smart defense mechanisms. And experts think that they expect that the same can happen with disinfectants. If you overuse or misuse disinfectants, they will build defense mechanisms. They are the microbes. And also very logical is if you don't use a disinfectant as it should be used, for instance, not respecting the contact time, and then the weakest one will be killed and the strongest will survive and multiply. So we make the problem even worse. And if that will happen, then we cannot kill them anymore because they're resistant to disinfectants, and once you are sick, you cannot be cured because the antibiotic doesn't work as well. So then the problem is twice as big as it is today. So we should stop helping them and think about what to do. And let's focus a little bit on disinfection, I call this one dangerous disinfection because you don't expect it, because you would say, well, disinfection, that is a good thing because it kills the microbes and you don't get sick of it anymore. But as I explained, if you misuse or overuse it, then we'll have a problem. And the bacteria will become stronger and stronger, and the problem will also be bigger. There are two ways to get rid of the bacteria, apart from disinfecting. One is to remove them. Remove them from the surface, and then they're gone, if you remove it professionally. For instance, with microfiber and water alone. Research has shown that you remove up to 99.99% of the bacteria and viruses if you clean with microfiber and water only. The second option is to disinfect. Then you kill them. So these things are two different things: removing, cleaning, or killing, disinfecting, which is, by the way, often also mixed up by experts. So we have to adapt. We have to adapt as well in our behavior. We have to change our way of disinfecting. We have to change our way of cleaning. And if we will do a good job, that will show the future. Thank you very much for listening to this V-Talk, and we are happy to see you in the next one.